Okay, so here we see a Mark IV Golf with its centre console and the single DIN Volkswagen Beta. I say Beta because I assume that's how the Germans would say it. Radio unit. And the reason I want to do this, there's probably more than one video online, but there's not many which shows how to take out a single DIN radio. So the cubby hole, I'm leaving as it is. I'm using this key, and I'm also going to use, put up to the camera so they can see, I'm also using another one here which is slightly shorter, but it ought to work for the purpose. Now I think this one will actually push the retention clip aside, so I think it goes this way. If not, do it the other way. But anyway, I'll put it top down like that. And do you see where I'm putting it in this slot? Do you see there's you got your seek buttons, and there's a slot just to the left of that. So that one goes in there, and then just push, 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 and I felt it go clunk. And likewise, you got your seek buttons here, and I'm just pushing it in there. Now, first of all, wouldn't it be nice when I'm doing this if I turned it on just to say, here's a radio? But first of all, yeah, we'll get the keys in. So it says safe because I've unplugged it, and it's learning it's a radio, and then any second now we should get a radio station. Make sure there's some volume. Learning, yeah. There we go, BBC Radio 2. Now, look at that. Did you see how easily that came out? It's almost as if, for the purposes of this video, I've taken this radio in and out about half a dozen times. So anyway, here's the original radio. And, oh, look at that. I didn't even have to unplug the antenna. It came out. Now, this is the bit which stumped me before. So I'm going to unplug the... can you see what I'm doing? He says. The reason I say that is because it's so sunny, I can't actually see the screen. It's just showing me a reflection of the sun. So here's the pins which one would see on there, and there's actually a wiring diagram here. Do you see that? So this bit at the top's not used. I assume that's for a CD changer. Well, it's saying tel minus and tel plus, com, clock, AFL, AFR, data out, data in. So whatever this is, I'm assuming it's the CD changer. It could be something else. This middle one, it says LF and RF, so I assume that F means speaker in German. And here we got, yeah, S control, because it's K, because they're Germans. K bus, ground, U to the, no, UB, mute, GA. So if I look at that, you see, there we go. So this bit must be for the loudspeakers, and that bit must be for power and controls. And this is not used because, as you can see, single DIN, no CD changer. And there's the 7.5 amp blade type fuse, and it's got a clear window in it so you can see if it's got the thing. Now, this is the Volkswagen retention nipple, and if you look down in there, can you see it? You see, that's the socket what the retention nipple goes in. Now, reach back behind. Here is a Volkswagen antenna. As you can see, that's not ISO standard. And the bit which stumped me with these plugs is, if you look at them, they look very similar to an ISO standard. Now, I'll just put that down in the passenger footwell, like so. And this is the one I'm using to replace it. It's literally a £10 special. And I'm just looking at this, and it says no battery, no hassle, eco-friendly. Shenzhen Shunzek Dia trading code lid. Yeah, very good. Now, it comes with this bracket, which I've not installed before. It comes with these things, which would be great, except I don't read German, so I don't understand what that bit does. And it comes with this thing. It's so light. There's nothing in it, yet it works. And this is the bit which really throws me for a loop. So, do you remember the the upper of the two was the loudspeakers. Well, those pins are in a different position, and you see how these are keyed slightly different. So apparently this radio uses ISO standard. Oh, and also that's an ISO standard thing. So I have ordered in a little cylinder which plugs into that, so it'll be compatible with the Volkswagen socket. But I think I can already go ahead and, can I do this single-handedly? If I wedge it up like so, because apparently people enjoy watching bits of plastic being peeled off of items. I don't see the point in this. Was that as satisfying for you as it was for me? Yeah. Anyway, lot of faff. You want to see this radio being fitted in, and so do I. So I bought this. It's a ISO standard to Volkswagen wiring adapter, and the bit which really throws me in the loop in this is, as you can see, those pins, when I plug it in, do not line up with the pins on the thing. So I don't know how it's going to get power, but I wouldn't be making this video if I hadn't tried it already last night. And I assure you, it does work. So, can I do this single-handedly? He says. Hopefully. Pop it in there. I mean, that looks like it's going to fit, doesn't it? Oh, and the kit also includes two of these of its own clip retention keys. So I'll put those in my trim toolbox, as there may come a point in the future where I want to remove this radio and put the original one in. So I won't be chucking the original in the bin. I will just yeah, there we go. Right, that's in. So now it's a case of plugging in. Now, I'm not sure if you can notice this. You see one's in the middle, one's keyed like that. So that means I can only put one plug in. Can I do this single-handedly? The answer is no, I cannot plug it in single-handedly, but look at that. Oh, do you see the flickering that was there as well? That's brilliant. Apparently, it goes this way. So, no radio, alas, because we don't have the antenna. But let's see. There's plenty of room to shove those wires in, especially as this is like not even... Do you want to see how much thinner this is compared to the other one? So there's the original Volkswagen unit. Oh, make it line up with the plate at least. And there's the... So that's a third of the length. But it's not the length that matters, it's how you use it. So in you go. Just like... Oh, look at that. It's like it left the factory like that. But you want to hear this. I want to hear this. So, oh, it's 1 minute past midnight. Very good. So we go to mode. Oh, look at... Do you see? Look at that professional fit. Do you see that? That is beautiful. I love it. Well, it didn't do that yesterday. I've got my other phone here with me, and I'm going to see if I can connect to it on Bluetooth, because it's for some reason it's not doing it. Scan for new devices, and oh, Car BT app, but there should also be Car BT. Let's connect to that one first of all. And it says it's pairing. It's paired. So it's paired to it. Right. Let's try a bit of music. Hopefully something that's not copyrighted. No, that's playing on the... That's not working. Oh, very good. So, yeah, that's how to plug a radio in. Now you need to find a radio that bloody works more than one time. I might do an update to this. Let's pause it for a moment. Right, so ignition's off. Turn on ignition. BT on. Ah, there's the lovely buzzing I was expecting. So now, if I do a scan on this one, so it's scanning, it comes up as two Bluetooth devices. Car BT app is not the one for transferring audio, because apparently what you can do with this is you can connect to it via the app, and then you can change the colours on it. But can I just change band? Mute. Hi. There we go. Well, that's... auxiliary in, BT on. So let's do another scan on this one. It may just be that because of its Bluetooth, of this being quite old, it may not just recognise it. I did use it yesterday. You know what? What I'm going to do now, because this phone's not picking it up, I am going to pause the recording on this, and hopefully I can turn the Bluetooth off without turning the video off. And if this is the last thing you see, then you know I wasn't successful. I'll write in the description not whether it's working.